Guys, it's Friday night. It's the best day of the week. It's the takeaway. It's me, Mr. B. We've got Jeff in the house. We've got Billy in the house. We've got Anthony Herbert in the house. And I'm sure at some stage Don P's going to be in the house. His game's just finished. So look, let's get the show on the road, guys. Jeff, how are you, man?
I'm good. It's been a busy week. I'm glad to be on tonight. And I have, like I told you, I have my sacred Van Persie 2013 winners kit on. So we got City that year. We need to get him again.
Billy.
Yo.
Long time. How are you, man?
Yeah, man. I'm all good. I'm not wearing my own kit, my team kit, but I'm representing the Rwandan Premier League with Gorillas FC tonight.
That's good, Billy.
I like that one. Anthony.
I'm a speeder. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, mate. I'm looking forward to this show, and also looking forward to the results of the predictions as well. Fingers crossed, Yeah,
keep them crossed. Or look, first things first. Let me say howdy to some of these guys in the chat. So first things first, we're going to go bar. Just an observation. Man United's last 5 goals have come from McTominay, Dalot and Maguire. All primarily defensive plays. There's an imbalance in it. Oh, thanks a lot. I have no idea. That it's far too late for that on to be
inverted.
To put a question like you put
inverted.
We're
inverted, yes.
That's the word, we're inverted. Stephanie, big up Mr. B. Been a hot minute, as they say. Yes, it has. Vincent Bullock, I'm saying hi, guys. Oh, Jeff, you're in 2 places. He's bigging up the lads. DN, see you next week, my friend. Solo, guys, you got to hit that like button. The boss is in the house. If I don't get 15, I'm in big trouble. So, Anthony and Billy, look, there's no point in your game happened last week. You've got 2 minutes each to say what you need to say. Then we'll have to leave it on the floor. We don't normally have history lessons, but Billy, you got your 2 minutes start from now, mate. And then Anthony, obviously, you can have your 2 minutes afterwards.
Yeah. Right. So I'm gonna firstly ask for an apology from Mr. B, Jeff, Anthony, everyone in the chat. I'd like an apology for saying Chelsea would get smacked. I think it was a poor observation by everyone involved, and my confidence was clearly warranted. And overall, we saw the performance. Anyway, on to the actual game. Chelsea played very well. I'm very happy. To take away a point from Arsenal, who are one of the best teams in the league this season, I think it's a very good point for us. The position we were in, 2-0 up, yes, it's poor, but that's to be expected from a group of young players who probably haven't got a full 90 in them. And I'm sure if we could substitute 11 players, Pochettino would have probably done it, and we probably would have got the 3 points from it. But yeah, overall, I think we did play well. Arsenal had a complete shocker. I mean, Arteta, there needs to be questions about his selections and the way he set up. But yeah, I don't want to reminisce on the past. Looking forward to this weekend now.
Anthony?
Well, first of all, Billy said he would like an apology. Bill, piss off, you ain't getting one. The other thing as well, yeah, you were absolutely right. You were a better team. Arsenal didn't come alive in that game until last 20 minutes of the game. Hence, that was why we got the 2 late goals. Declan Rice, I think he was gifted that goal. And I'm not worried what you say. That Mudryk goal, that was a fluke. That was an absolute fluke, 100%. That was a cross stroke shot or whatever it is, shot come cross or whatever you want to call it. It was absolute fluke. It was like what we said. Do you remember the Georgie Hadji goal in the World Cup of '94 in the USA? It was just like that. He scored for Romania, definitely. But it was 2-2. We didn't lose. You didn't lose. Bring on the next game. Your ass is dust, mate.
Well, you had your 2 minutes. It's strange how there was variations in the aggression in that one. Billy came on nice and calm. Billy expected, he knew what was going to happen in the game. Anthony's come on, full of vitriol, waiting to be molded. Big up Rush. Thank you, man. Guys, you heard him. Hit that like button. Don P.
Sorry, people, for being late. Obviously, there was a game going on which I was watching, and that referee was trying his best to basically make us take away them 3 points. But yeah, well, we talk about that a bit later in the show, I suppose.
No, we won't. You're on. We've spoken about it. That's it. Finished now. We're not talking about Spurs.
No more Tottenham talk.
Don't worry, man.
We saw the game, and we just literally we fell asleep, Bill. Sorry, so we do apologise about that. We missed the game. We fell asleep. It was awful.
It wasn't a great game. First half was terrible. First half was terrible.
We'll take it. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Don't worry. I've actually got a space for you. Put that for the show. Sorry. Right. What was he saying, Jeff?
Oh, I was just winding up. I said I was glad I picked a draw for the Arsenal-Chelsea game last week.
Oh, well, look, even that again, that's going to come. But everything comes in order. Hold on, let me get this up.
I apologize, Bill. I didn't think Arsenal were going to play that bad.
It's fine. To be fair, everyone thought Chelsea were going to lose, in fairness. And to be fair, there was a deep gut feeling that there may be a chance, but yeah, it clearly was meant to be.
Oh, listen to this.
Messaging me for the game line, and he went 2-0 up, and I said, well, enjoy it while it lasts. This was obviously on WhatsApp. And then final score 2-2. I swiped my message across, resent it, and I put underneath, I'll just leave this here with a thumbs up, and that was it.
Don't be bitter. Don't worry, man.
We were joking and banting between one another, and I tell you what, it was Bill. Did we or did we not enjoy it,
mate? You know what, the banter was class. If I'm being completely honest, it was. I'm not happy how it ended, but for friendships wise, I'm very happy it ended in a draw.
Friendship wise, I like that one. But I'll tell you something that is breeding a lot of enemies and attitude. Our fantasy league. Obviously, hold on, let me just do
Mr. B, I must say this is very professional. Look at that. 3 lines up and everything. He knows what he's doing now.
Listen, I've had bath time come on the show and up the game. So yeah, I'm trying to be more aesthetically pleasing to you guys. That's the word I'm looking for. So look, we've got the table up, top 24 in the league. Obviously, I'm not on there. This is as of last week. So it's Gunner FC is top. Netflix and Chill, Ty the Tactician, who as you know, won last season. Klopp along. Tony Fox. My son is in 6th place, who is actually 10 years old, guys. So it's a bit embarrassing. Cody's under 12s, and I don't care, is in 8th. We've got Stranger Mings, Dodgy Left Eye, Mr. Griezmann. Don P is in 12th, representing the channel there. Well done, Don P. United Loader, Glazers Out FC, again, Rebel representing the channel. We've got Blink One Etienne and Rolls Royce. Then we've got Kung Fu Powder, Newton Heath, Squeaky Pum, Alex Toole, Regular, Dale Griffiths, we see Oliver Colton, who's on our rival channel, the Armory, every now and then. 11 Hog, Paro, something or other, then FC. So yeah, you don't see your name on there yet, Anthony. We've got a long way to go. Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don P, well done for representing. And
my points should have gone up actually, because obviously Madder's got an. Did he get an assist? I think he got an assist. Son got a goal. So obviously, go on.
This is as of last week. This week doesn't count. The points I can't put an updated table now. It will throw the algorithms off. Yeah, that's it. It's gonna throw. So, guys, look, that's the fantasy league update table. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
I'm impressed, Mr. B. Very impressed. Do you know what? This man, Mr. B, I'd say he's the brains behind the organisation, behind all this. I reckon.
Yep.
Who? Mr. B's son? Mr. B's 10-year-old son.
right. So look, Don P, you came on. As I said, we've got Spurs in the headline. I was hoping that I would have had to change it, to be fair, but we didn't. Spurs.
Nah, this game today, I don't know if any of you guys watched it, man, but I knew it was going to be hard to find space, so I knew we weren't going to lose this game, but I thought it was going to be one of them games where we get like a smash and grab. Probably we either score early or it's going to take us ages to score a goal. So the whole first half I weren't surprised, but we didn't play well. Maddison didn't play well. Basuma didn't play well because obviously he's doing everything to avoid a yellow card, because if he's one game away from a suspension, and the next game we've got is against Chelsea. So obviously we didn't want to disappoint Billy, so we made sure that he was still available. So basically Basuma was playing so well within himself that he didn't play well. So quite a few of our players. Oh, we really missed Destiny Ugogi. He was basically he weren't risked after his knock from the last game, so he wasn't even in the squad. So we started with Ben Davies. Ange Postecoglou took Ben Davies off after half time. He was just, I don't know, but anyway, yeah, I don't think Ange is feeling Ben Davies. So yeah. And he
figured it out too.
Yeah, he put on Emerson Royal. And we finally did score a goal in the second half. It was a scrappy goal. Well, when I say scrappy goal, basically Maddison just put it in the mixer, and kind of similar to the Liverpool goal. It was just an OG deflected goal. The defender came at it too quick, and he couldn't sort out his feet, so that went in. So he was kind of confident, and then we scored a lovely second goal, which was football, like typical, like how we've been playing this season. And it ended up with basically Ben Johnson, and we took off Richarlison, and we took off Basuma, and we put on Holberg, and then we put on Johnson. And Johnson did really well, actually. He came on the left. The ball bounced kind of high. He kind of did an assisted headed pass to I think it was Maddison. Maddison did some wicked skill. He must have dubs up the defender, and then he passed it back to Johnson. Johnson just pulled it back, nice cut back to Son, and Son was first time finish. That was just football, like one time. And then basically the referee decided, basically they were kicking the shit out of us. I forgot to say that the whole game, yeah,
Good.
Especially in the first half. And they kept kicking the shit out of us even in the second half. And then they scored this ridiculous wicked finish by AU, but it was a blatant handball. They're basically trying to decide. Listen to the commentary. What Jamie Carragher on Sky was trying to say. Did it hit his chest before it hit his hand? So basically, that's what they were arguing with. It blatantly hit his hand. So they're saying, did it hit his chest first for him to control it? So they're saying that the ball hit his chest first, then off his hand, which obviously he's controlling the ball with his hand, placing it on the floor so he can then volley the ball in. Since when are you allowed to use your hand to control the ball, regardless of whether it hits the chest or not? Do I not know the rules? Tell me, is the rules changed?
We don't.
I can answer that for you.
Yeah,
you're
Jeff,
the referee. You're the referee, though. I mean, that was, and then that was the end of the game, 2-1, and that was the end of the game. It's the last 5 minutes. They were just basically again kicking the shit out of us, not even going towards the game. Every time that we got the ball, they kept fouling us and wasting their own time, really, and that was it. So yeah, referee over to the Mr. Ref.
Come on, Jeff.
What Carragher is confused about is a few years ago, one of the changes they made to the handball rule. Remember that if it had touched somebody in the build-up play, incidentally, they were still pulling the goals back. Okay, so he's confused with that. So again, that was never meant for the person who was controlling
Actually
the ball.
controlling the
with their hand.
ball.
Yes. So he was confused by that last touch, incidental touch. I just looked at it as soon as you started talking about it, Don. It went. He controlled it down with his arm and shot it.
Of course
in.
he
So
did. He actually rolled down in his arm. I can't believe it.
I don't know how they called it a goal. So again, though, hey, I can't believe any of the referee decisions I'm seeing lately. So it surely looked like handling to me.
Anyway, I don't care anyway. We got the 3 points and we got the 3 points. So what? It's messed up one of our goal difference, but don't care. We got the 3 points and that's it. Another 3 points. That's all I'm worried about, really.
Right. Anthony, I saw the disgust on your face as Mr. B was Mr. B, as Don P was as Don P was talking. Do you actually see them as a threat this season?
At this time in the, I think, yeah, but I mean, let's be honest. Let's have a look at the games going back that Tottenham has played.
We haven't played anyone. Don't worry, we haven't played anyone. We've only played shit teams like Arsenal. We ain't played anyone.
That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Because bring that back up, Mr. B. What was it called? Tottenham on a what? Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Give it a couple of weeks' time, and Mr. B be putting Tottenham in a spiral, and that'll be going down. That spiral, definitely. And you know what? I think to myself, fair play for you for beating these teams. These teams that's below you. You know, you're winning games is good, but I think you're not going to win the league, are you? I think you finished top 4. I got you down as 4th position. You know, I think you finished 4th. But apart from that, I mean, you'd be playing Champions League football, which that'd be first season. That'd be fantastic achievement. But yeah, you would not be
Champions football was the target for me, even without Kane at the beginning of the season. Remember, I said it on this show when you lot was talking about us finishing mid-table. I said that I with my chest high that we're going to get Champions League, and that's what my target is, and that's what my target still remains.
Yeah, I told you the same, and I don't know if you heard of him. I told Deji, the other Tottenham fan.
Yes. He's in our Paxton Road group.
Yeah, I've told him the same as well. He's been on my show a couple of times. I've told him, and yeah, you're a good guy, same as yourself, Don P. I mean, all I'm just going to say is not an Arsenal fan, like, you know, but congratulations, you are playing really well at the minute. And I've always said this, life after Harry Kane.
Yeah. I was not shedding in tears. In fact, I was really happy that he went at the time he went, because I was worried that he was going to stay for another year and end up going to somewhere like United or Chelsea on a free.
Yeah.
Hey, Don, did you ever think you'd be scoring more goals without Harry Kane than?
Yeah, I did. I'll be honest. Really? I'll be honest. Remember I talked with so much chess when we was playing against you guys, because I saw in the preseason. I just saw in the system. I said if there was anybody, and you could, we've got receipts as well. Mr. B's got receipts for this. If any team, or if any manager is able to absorb the loss of somebody like Harry Kane, who is a quality striker, he is a quality striker. It's Ange, because of the system that he plays. That doesn't revolve around just one person getting all the goals. Although Son is obviously been playing really, really well in the number 9.
Well, and you were really confident preseason when we had the preseason special.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and it was because of what I was seeing in preseason. When I saw that we had our B team played so well against Barcelona, that's what kind of all changed that's what gave me the confidence, basically.
Billy, you've been quiet there.
Complimenting Tottenham ain't one of my specialties, if I'm honest. Nah, look, on a real credit to Ange and the Spurs, pains me to say it, watching my beloved team now start playing football, which is fine. There were a few concerns at the start of the season. I remember us on this podcast already. We discussed life without Kane. I definitely was one of the people who was supporting it, thinking that.
Yeah, you did.
The main question was, where are the goals going to come from? And I said that there will be shared out between the front 4. Instead of just having one focal point. Son seems to be a focal point, and credit to him, he's definitely picked up some rhythm again. But yeah, no, credit to credit to Spurs, and hopefully we can try and get a result against them in the next coming weeks.
Next week, Billy. Next game.
Well, there we go. I'm not 100% looking forward to it, but I'm sure next week my opinion will change closer to the game.
We'll see.
Sorry, but I must say, Billy, by the way, I can't believe that you guys threw it away against Arsenal, man. You lot played so much better than. I think they only had what? Did they only have 2 shots on goal in the whole game?
So up until the 77th minute, they didn't register a shot on target.
Wow.
They were no threat the entire game, and it was all due to a silly mistake by our keeper that gifted them a goal. But at the end of the day, I think in my opinion, you can look at it as the glass water half full or half empty. And I'm taking away saying the positives. I think we played really good football against one of the best sides in the league. We looked very comfortable on the ball. All of our players looked up for it. I think now it's Poch's time to sort of make sure that they can last a full 90 fully focused and see out games.
I got a question for everybody real quick. Since you brought up Sanchez again, now that most of us have a play out from the back keeper, they seem to make a few more mistakes than a standard keeper, don't they? Raya, Sanchez, Onana, Dumpy, you guys been pretty solid this year.
Please do not say Raya's name. Anthony will go off for about half an hour saying how he hates him, how he will trust me.
But it just seems to be a continuing thing this season with everybody. I mean, even Ederson and Allison have had just crazy moments where they pass the ball to the attacker.
Just on that question and kind of related, Billy, was the Sanchez mistake, was that out of character, or is he likely to do it? Has he shown form?
I mean,
look, 1 second, Andrew. There's definitely a watch along on Sunday, my friend. Definitely a watch along on Sunday. Enjoy your sleep,
Andrew.
If I'm being completely honest, and this may sound biased and everyone will laugh at me, I think Sanchez has been up there one of the best keepers this season so far. Definitely not top first, but he is definitely in the argument for top 5 keepers in the league this season. I think he's been consistently solid for us, really good performances. In my opinion, I'm old school. I hate this whole play at the back. My opinion, De Gea is better than Onana.
Yeah.
I think and obviously it's very, hindsight's a beautiful thing. And looking back with what you have with De Gea and now what you have with Onana, it's definitely, you're looking at it thinking, well, did we get a better deal? But I think I'm quite traditional. I want a keeper who is better at shot stopping, leave the passing and playing football to the other 10 players on the football pitch. The keeper's the only one who's allowed to handle the ball and wear gloves. Why are we letting him play with his feet? That's what he's got gloves for. He's using his hands. He's a keeper, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of it, but I've got to back my team either way. And if that's how Poch wants us playing, then that's how we're going to play. I think that Sanchez, like I said, has been one of the best. So, yeah.
See, from goalies to strikers, guys. Our centre forward hasn't hit the ground running. He's only a 20-year-old, but Jeff, obviously you can vouch for this. Our forwards don't get any service. My question to you guys out there is: would you prefer a striker who created things on his own, who could do things on his own? Or are you, like us, upset that we've got a striker we feel can finish and doesn't get any service? How do you think a team should be built?
I'll go first. I'll tell you right now, if we had gotten Brennan Johnson, Anthony would be buried on the bench, and the crosses into Hojlund would be first class. And again, then that would have to beg: do you keep Rashford on the right, or do you go to a double striker with both of them? Because Rashford's never going to pass. Or do you put Martial in there for those critical moments when you need a pass off of the left? And, who knows who off the right, but Anthony is not the answer. He's made less than 5 passes to Hojlund.
Billy, Don P, Anthony.
So yeah, I'll jump in. Apologies to the viewers for hearing my voice so much this live. But in my opinion, I mean, talking about strikers and stuff like that, we've got Nicholas Jackson and Brozier, both players who are young, inexperienced. Some will say, same with Hojlund. Yes, we got Jackson for half the price you got for Hojlund, but that's just part and parcel of transfers, I guess. I think it's a mix of both things. I think partly the players are looking at. Do you know what I mean? When you remember the United team when you first signed Van Persie, the first thing the gaffer said was, aim it at him. Just aim for Van Persie and you'll get goals. It's that simple. And I think now strikers are not strikers. They can be centre forwards or number 10s, or they play out wide, or they mix about. So I think that partly it's to do with everyone trying to get involved. Anthony, is very difficult for him because he, do you know what I mean? How much was he? 100 million you paid for him?
85.
Way too much.
So when you look at him, he's still got that overbearing transfer value on his head. Maybe he's thinking, look, I need to try and go for goal more or be a bit more direct in hopes to try and show some value. You've got other players like Rashford, who's your definite star boy and who you lot love. So I think when he's on it, he's probably thinking about trying to get goals. So I think overall it's competition, but I definitely think that strikers need to be looked at in a different light more as actual number 9s who need service to be able to score the goals.
So, if I just come in here, Mr. B, my wife's Mrs. Friend came round with her husband, and he's a United supporter, and I was speaking to him like last week about this, and I was just watching your forward, Hojlund, and what I was saying to him was, do you know when you get some players that are just almost players, like unlucky players, like just almost there? That's who he strikes me as. Every time I see him, he's almost there. Kind of almost like how Núñez was in his first season for Liverpool.
And he still is now.
Yeah, and he still is now.
Yeah, but
that's
you know what?
But maybe I haven't seen enough of him, but that's my take on him.
He's 20 years old. I think he's going to grow into it. Núñez was a developed player when he came.
Yeah.
I'm not saying Núñez is good, by the way.
No.
You're just right there. He's 20 years old, that Man United striker. And in all fairness, as a 20-year-old coming from a league from abroad into the fastest league in the world, in my opinion, it is going to take time. And he is going to learn. I think it might take him slightly longer, to learn. But I'll tell you something now. When he starts scoring, this guy, the United striker, he's going to be one to watch. And also, a lot of people are gradually now, they're putting him in their fantasy football teams as well. I know he's going on like tracking on.
Oh, please put them. I want more people to put them in his team than
No. I get what. Yeah.
You'd be a good player. You'd be a good player in time to come. Just give him time.
He's super strong, Don. I mean, most teams are playing. They're double. I mean, I've not seen many I've not seen many 20-year-olds that come into the league that are getting doubled every time they go in the box, and he's getting doubled almost every time.
I see that. But ultimately, you could have got effing whatever his name is, the big black brother that was about 50 stones. So if you want someone strong up front,
who?
Well, no, I mean that's just part of his game. His distribution is phenomenal.
He's a good player.
Yeah, the only thing he's missing is goals.
I just don't think he scores though. That's what I'm saying.
We don't create. Don P. That's the thing.
We're not getting many service. That's what we're talking about.
This was the whole question. Strikers, do they need service? So you've said yes. You've said yes straight away. United, we've got Rashford one side who ain't passing unless he's on the right, and we've got Anthony who at the moment is good for nothing. Isn't
Bruno Fernandes meant to be your creative midfielder?
He gets more passes to Hojlund from deep than any other player. He has more
need him further up the pitch.
But where he's hitting Hojlund at, Hojlund has to pick.
You guys need a Madison type player basically to give him the ball.
No, because the rest of the team, we've got a Madison, we've got Bruno.
Yeah,
You don't need a
hey,
Madison
Bruno
type
is not
player.
Madison. Bruno can't pass. Bruno, he can't pass though. He
number
can't.
one creator
He shoots things.
in Europe.
No,
Number
but
one.
yes, I know he's a stat pad. If you want to see the stat things, but I watched the guy play. He's not a part. He's not a Madison. You can't compare him to someone like Madison or even Odegaard. You can't even compare them. They're not. Bruno is somebody that he plays like the Hollywood passes. He does them balls that he spams. He almost kind of spams balls. Whenever I watch Man United play, obviously not as often
He
as
just
you
picked
guys.
an Arsenal player over a United player.
Yes, that's how bad it is. But I have to be true. I'm not gonna just be. I'm not gonna be
we're
wrong and
talking about
strong.
striker's service. What about Richarlison? He gets all the service in the world.
No.
He does
Richarlison
nothing
is
with it.
shit. Richarlison is shit. I call it how he is. He's shit.
Oh, thank God for that.
He's shit.
No, honestly,
fine.
you're the only Tottenham fan that's like I've heard on stream say that Richarlison is shit. And you know
He
what,
is.
Jonathan? I'll take my hat off to you. I can't.
No, he is. He is. No, I call it how I see it. I'm not gonna. I call it how I see it.
Well, and
When
that's
Johnson
why
gets fit, and plays on the left, at least we won't be playing with a handicap because so far we do play like we're playing with 10 players.
So who are you going to play up the middle?
Son.
Okay.
Son's are 9.
Okay.
But it's just the left though, where Richarlison's
Can
currently
Johnson
playing.
play? Can Johnson play on the left?
Yeah, that's what. So
Oh,
when Richarlison came off, Johnson came back on 11, and that's what he created our goal.
Yeah,
basically.
he got. That's what I was telling you before, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Johnson's the real deal. He can play left side, right side, and he can play up the middle. He did it all for Forest.
But go into this one, Mr. B. Strikers need service. Yeah. I mean, you can cast your back so many seasons ago, even like the likes of when Alan Shearer and all this played up front. The strikers still needed service then.
But Henry didn't need that much service though. Kane doesn't need that much. Kane could drop deep. There are one or two players that can do it all, but most forwards need service. Yes.
Yeah, but Harry Kane did have service, and the best person for him for service to start off with is when you had Eriksen, because how many goals did Harry Kane score that was assisted by Christian Eriksen?
Yes, but Anthony, Harry Kane scored 30 goals last season without any Eriksen or any passing. Son was playing shit, and he still scored 30 goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, there's some strikers you don't need it. There's some strikers that are going to score. They're just going to score. And we haven't had Eriksen for about 4 or 5 years.
There's some strikers that can create something out of nothing.
Mbappe.
Yeah. Drogba could pick the ball up 30 yards out, and you knew he was going to goal, and there wasn't nobody stopping him.
But then you got some strikers that basically need to eat from people. Like obviously both your Hojlund and Haaland, but they rely on service, which is.
I mean, look, every striker needs to get the ball from somebody. It's what he does with it from 20 yards out, right? Mm-hmm. And again, if he's doubled, it's really hard. But again, I'm not worried about a 20-year-old kid that's already showing signs of being built like a man.
But this is what we're going to find out. We're going to find out with this team that I support, Arsenal. The assists, is Eddie Nketiah going to get the assists? I mean, Jesus now, he's like for 3 months. He's injured.
Again? But
yes.
No, again?
Is he?
He's injured.
Is he?
Oh my God!
Shit.
Has he ever played? Has he ever played 4 consecutive months, Anthony?
He's Anthony Martial. He's a new Martial.
I can't believe that guy. What's wrong with him this time? Not his knees again, Anthony. What is it? What was it this time?
It's his knees again. Basically, if you remember when he played for Brazil in the World Cup, he had that. It was like crucial ligament damage.
Yeah.
He was like for a couple of months, wasn't he? Is that same injury? He got again. That was in the Champions League game. Just gone. So he's now. He had the scan yesterday, and we had the report of the scan. He's out for a couple of months now. He's out, say about 3 months. So
wow. So what is that? Does that mean that what you guys are no longer challengers then? No longer league challengers?
Well, we are, but we don't know what's happening because it's basically down to Arteta what he thinks. I mean, you've got Eddie Nketiah, Martinelli, Saka, Trossard, and dare I say it, that bag of shit, Havertz we bought off this lot, and
German giraffe.
Do you know what I'm saying?
You're back to a false 9.
Yeah. And we got Sheffield United tomorrow. And then we got West Ham in the Carabao Cup in the middle of the week. And then the following weekend, Now listen to this. It's going to be our game because Arsenal's got Newcastle next weekend.
Away as
So-
well.
There's all when City gets rid of somebody, it's usually for a reason.
Yeah. So Arsenal, we'll see if if our strikers or our attacking players get the assists from Odegaard, Rice, and also maybe Vieira, because I believe now, I think Thomas Partey is out as well. So
Is he?
yeah, he's
Not
just
for long
come
though.
back.
Not for long. Is it? Yeah, that's an injury, isn't it? Every time you come back from international
Injury.
thingy.
Yeah, he always gets injured.
Well, that's the beat. That's the beauty of football. Just when you think you know what you're doing, you realize that you don't, and that brings us nicely onto last week's predictions, guys. Obviously, Don P, you weren't here last week, so we'll get you in for this week. But the scores on the doors.
It's nice to see you, Don. By the way, it's been what?
A
What did
while I had to go to I had to go.
Yeah.
What was I doing last week? About
Sorry for your loss, Don.
last week, yeah, funeral last week, and something else before. I've just always been busy, but yeah, I'm back now.
Yeah.
Sorry for your
Right.
loss.
Back like Tottenham, Anthony.
Oh,
He still hasn't heard you, Jeff. But yeah,
I said Don
What did you
P.
say,
Sorry for your loss.
Oh well, thank you very much.
You were in our thoughts and prayers while you were gone.
Oh,
yeah,
God
yeah,
bless
you know, well, yeah. Sorry for you lost, Don P. Yeah.
you. Yeah, thank you.
right. So scores for last week obviously was me, Jeff, Billy, and Anthony on. Liverpool, Everton. We all predicted a win. Billy got the correct
All right, Billy.
results.
Oh, bloody hell.
What's that? I can't even see my writing. Bournemouth, Wolves. We all predicted a win. I got the right result.
Yes, you did.
Oh yes, I did.
He's got
Brentford, Burnley. So Anthony, me and you predicted a win. Jeff and Billy predicted a draw.
Yeah, they let me down.
It's City, Brighton. We all predicted a win. Billy, you got the correct score there.
Wow, who's Billy's all his correct scores?
I guess I'm not on next week.
Mate, do you know what? Do you know what happens? I actually paid attention this time. So what I did was, shout out to One Football app. I use that, by the way. I went on the fixtures. I clicked their recent forms, and I put it together in my head. And I actually thought about it. Instead of going with my heart and going, City will win 3-0. I was like, actually, let's study it. Let's see it, and it pays off.
It made a difference. You'll see the scores at the end. It did actually make a difference. Newcastle, Palace. Oh, shit. I predicted the right score there.
You did 4-0. We all laughed at you. We all laughed at you 4-0.
Yeah.
We all predicted a win. Forest, Luton didn't do well there. I didn't get that right. Jeff, we both on zeros, man. Billy and Anthony picked up 3 points there. Chelsea, Arsenal.
Mate, I was so annoyed. I was going to say 2-2, but obviously I've got to back my team. I'm actually so annoyed. I've got
Did you say 2-1? Did you say 2-1, Billy?
You said 2-1, yeah. So
it should have been 2-1 though.
I actually
2-0.
wanted a draw too, but we were having so much fun winding Billy up.
I see,
Don't be.
and that could have, and that thought there could have cost you because you all ended up on 0, and I actually got a correct score on that one.
What did you predict, Anthony? For the
Anthony
Arsenal
predicted
I predicted. I think was it
3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Same as Jeff.
Don P, I mean it, yeah. Everyone was saying how Chelsea were getting smacked up in the comments, everything. Like everyone was like, yeah, 3-0 Arsenal, 3-1 Arsenal,
I can imagine.
3-0 Arsenal. And I was like, let everyone just calm down and watch football. You'll know.
Now that's what you got to do, man. You got to back your team. It's good, Billy, man.
Sheffield United, Man United. We all predicted. Oh, tell a lie. I thought we all predicted. Obviously, Jeff, me and you both went for wins.
Yep.
And Billy went for a win as well. Hold on a minute. What have I got?
Was I off on the score?
What? Yeah. What was the scores?
What did I say? 3-1.
You said, Jeff, you said 3-0.
Oh, okay.
I said 3-1. Billy said 2-1. Hold on a minute. I've got your score wrong. 1 second.
What was the
I
score?
thought you picked Sheffield, Billy.
No. I said Sheffield, but I meant United. I messed it up.
I know you said Sheffield 2-1. I know.
Yeah, see, I was right. You did say Sheffield 2-1, didn't you?
Yes,
No,
he did.
You didn't mean that, but you
No.
said it.
I messed up and meant to say Man United.
But you didn't.
I'm going on my phone. I'm gonna watch the video back now because I swear. Hold on. I'm still
No,
here,
because
don't
I
worry.
was shocked you took Sheffield 2-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. No, but no.
I'm
Billy
old,
did
but
do
I'm
2-1.
old, but I got
No,
a sharp brain.
Billy did do 2-1. He did do 2-1 because I've got it written down here and it hasn't been crossed out. But it's
2-1
only when
United,
you
he
said,
said?
he went 2-1 United.
Oh, then he changed it before we got out.
Yeah.
Because he originally said 2-1 Sheffield.
Yeah, and we were laughing at him. Yeah. It's all right. I've got it, Billy. So
All right, you corrected
I've changed your
yourself.
score. Villa West Ham.
Wait,
let's
no one
see.
saw that turn out the way that went.
No, well, we had a win.
I picked Villa.
Me and Jeff had a win. Yeah, we both had wins, 3-1 and 3-2. But Billy and Anthony obviously did zeros.
Yeah,
And
I
then
didn't see
Fulham.
him getting smacked up like that.
Yeah. And then Spurs Fulham. We all got the result. We all got the win. So okay, scores on the doors this week, lads.
Oof.
A piece of paper. In last place is Jeff. But don't worry, you will still be back next week, Jeff.
He'll be
That's
on the
no
top
problem.
next week. Yeah.
I just got too cocky.
Anthony. I'm sorry, Jeff, you got 18 points, by the way. Anthony, you got 21 points. Billy, even with your score total, you got 27 points. And do you know who won this week with a record-breaking score of
You
30?
did.
I did, motherfucker.
Yeah, Mr. B.
Wow. I lost with 18. That's amazing.
Wow.
And we were one of the weeks we won with 13 or something ridiculous like that.
You know what? I'll happily take a second. Bear in mind, I was joint last week, so
we stank the place out last week.
I was due for one. I was too hot.
Yeah.
Me and Mr. B finished last week like at the bottom of the barrel. Me and B.
Now you're both at the top.
Yeah.
See how things change, bro.
We're just like Spurs. Right. Well, look, we can't predict the Spurs game, so we're gonna have to leave.
Predict a 2-1.
Yeah, no, I predict a 2-1.
I would have said Tottenham was gonna win.
Nah, if I'm being real, I probably would have gone 2-0. I don't think Palace would.
It should have been 2-0 if that was that bloody joke of a referee. God, I still can't go over it. The
Damn
Tottenham
referees.
WhatsApp groups are just going ridiculous.
Oh, poor ref! You won the game. Let it slide.
How come I'm not in anybody's WhatsApp group? That's what I want to know.
All right, guys. First things first. Our first game, prediction-wise, is going to be. Should we look?
Who have you lot got this week, Anthony?
Sheffield United.
We got Sheffield United.
Oh.
Is that the early game?
Yeah.
At their ground.
No, yours game's 3:00, Anthony.
Oh no, it's 3:00. Sorry. Is
At
it?
their ground.
I think it's our ground.
You're home. Yeah, you're home.
Yeah.
Wow, at home to Sheffield United. Wow. So you're gonna get your GD up.
Yeah, well, I hope so. You've got to think. I mean, you know,
Don't
that
say we only beat them by blah blah blah. If you say it, I'm gonna
but
mute
you know what? Their defense has been better since they got smacked by Newcastle.
By Newcastle, yeah. I was just going to say that, Jeff. And yeah, it's going to be hard. And obviously, we're 2 players down, but I still think
but Partey don't get in your team anyway. He plays everybody in your team apart from Partey. He's been holding bench for ages. He's got beer splinters in his ass.
Trouble is though, he's 2 injury prone now, and I can see Partey leaving either in January or the end of the season.
Yeah, summer. Yeah. I can see him probably going to Dubai or Saudi.
Well,
I mean,
is Partey going? Is he AFCON?
Yeah, I think he will be,
Yeah.
depending on what his injury's like and what he sustained. But if he's back fully fit, he will be going to AFCON. Yeah.
I want to quickly raise this point, especially to Jeff and Mr. B, the United. What was your thoughts on that whole drama with Garnacho and Onana? That Twitter.
It's a non-starter.
What happened? I didn't
And
even see what
again,
happened. What did I miss?
Okay, Don P, I'll give you a quickie.
Yeah.
So after the game, Garnacho got on. He had been all lovey-dovey all over Onana and all over Maguire. He said he made a nice comment, and then he put a picture of two gorillas supposed to be for Maguire and Onana, and they want the FA. Everybody wants the FA that's not a United fan, wants the FA to ban him. And then Onana came out immediately after it hit the news and said, he means power and strength. He was talking about both of us. There's nothing to see here. Don't tell me what I can be offended by.
Yeah, I read it and I thought it was nuts. Like Garnacho
What country is he from? Is he like Uruguay or one of them countries?
Yeah, South America. Yeah. And he's 19 years old.
I think,
but he's going to get done. He's going to get done.
Oh yeah.
When you're a professional footballer, you have to be so careful when you do that sort of stuff. Like I could understand his attempt to say like Onana and Maguire, like they're beasts, they're units, like they're doing madness. But like,
I think what saved him. He did it with Maguire as well.
Yeah.
If it was another black player, he would have been fucked.
It hasn't saved him because he's going to get.
Well,
banned.
it hasn't.
No,
yeah,
but it's if you do it with Maguire, you could argue, isn't it? You could argue it's like, do you know what I mean? He's just doing it thingy.
Yeah.
But if it was two black players, he would have been even worse, basically.
Well, it's just like Cavani, right? There's a word that they use all through South America.
No, that's different. He blatantly called them. He blatantly called them the
Yes,
N-word.
Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. Yes, Patrick.
Yes, the N-word. I said.
Yeah.
I know social media etiquette.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Mr. B panic. Wait, I've never seen Mr. B panic like that, and I've never heard him call you by your actual.
But again, what's amazing though is when you're talking about your own teammates, and now you're getting social policed.
Yeah, it's not the best.
When you're talking about other players, look at what happens to Vinny Jr. every week. It's disgusting. He needs this kind of Vinny Jr. needs this kind of protection in his own league, and players in France and Italy. It's disgusting. I think since the 2010 and on, I think the FA's done a really good job of policing it. You don't hear about things in England the way you do in other leagues.
It's still there, Jeff.
Is it? I'm not there. I'm not going to the matches. I'm just talking to my friends that go and people that I talk to there of all ethnicities that say they go when they travel, they hear it much more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah. I agree with that. You're right.
I mean, they just got them to stop doing stupid stuff like throwing bananas in Italy. Idiots.
I know. After how much is, and they're probably still going to be doing it. To be fair, but look, we've drifted on.
I'm not in a crowd. I'd be smacking somebody up.
It's a good job you're not in the bloody crowd, Billy. Jeff, because then we wouldn't have you on the takeaway on a Friday. Guys, Chelsea Brentford. Oh, Billy's gone. Billy.
Come back to that one then, probably.
All right.
He said, "I'll be back in a sec, lads." He sent a note.
Okay. You know what? We'll go Arsenal, Sheffield United. We'll go with you first, Anthony.
Okay, yeah. It's going to be a bit. I had a score mind in my head all week, and I said 3-0 Arsenal. So yeah, do you know what? Sod it. I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to say 3-0 Arsenal.
Apologies.
Oh, you're back. Cool. Don't P.
4-0 Arsenal.
Jeff?
3-1 Arsenal, only because I think Sheffield's been getting really, really good at getting a penalty somewhere in the match.
Guys in the chat, if you are still here, give me some score predictions as they come up. Billy, we've got Arsenal, Sheffield United.
You know, Mr. V, I'm actually going to go 2-1 Arsenal. I think Sheffield are going to sit back like massively. I also think Arsenal are going to look a bit lackluster without Jesus. I think they're going to look a bit confused at times. And I think they will manage to get the win. I still think it'll be Arsenal dominated, despite the scoreline.
What do you think score's gonna be, Billy?
2-1 Arsenal.
2-1
That's
Arsenal.
brave.
I'll go to. I'm actually going to go 2-0 Arsenal.
Is that a predictor score there, Billy?
Yes, big brains. They call me Big Brain Bill now. That's what they do.
Well, look, Big
That's
Brain
not what you
Bill.
said on last night's show.
Big Brain Bill. We can go for your one then. Chelsea Brentford.
2-1 Chelsea.
Is it at the bridge?
And yeah. Anthony.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Chelsea.
I shouldn't have said that without checking. That was just a passionate thing I said. Hold on. Let me do some research.
Yeah, you're at the bridge. Don't be.
Yeah, 2-0 Chelsea.
Jeff.
2-2.
Oh, in fact, you know what? Am I allowed to change mine?
Yeah, yes, you are. Yeah.
Okay. 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah, Donkey's following after me now.
No, because Brentford like to score. They always score.
Wissa and
No.
Como. Yeah.
Yeah, they've got always a chance to score.
I'm going 4-1.
Who?
4-1 Chelsea. Chelsea.
Oh, I was about to be
B's
very
trying to
unhappy with you.
separate himself now.
I really think that they're I think Chelsea's form has picked up now. I think they're in the right place. I think Brentford's form's not too great, and the fact that you are at home, I think it's going to be so Vincent Bullett's gone 3-2 Brentford. I think it's going to be a 4-1.
Do you sorry, just quickly, Dompy, you weren't here, yeah? But there was someone in the comments, one of the audience members, maybe they can own up to it, who went against every counter argument. Do you know what I mean? Like, so
that was Big T.
Big T. Yeah.
Well, against your arguments, you mean?
Every team. So like it was United Sheffield. He went like 5-1 Sheffield. Like it was like he just went the complete opposites.
He had an 8-7 in there.
Yeah.
Remember that one scoreline you put in 7-5 for West Ham.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He was on one last week. Bournemouth, Burnley, Jeff.
I'm gonna go Burnley 1-0.
Dompy.
1-1.
Anthony.
Blimey. I think as Bournemouth haven't won a game yet. You know what? I'm gonna go for boring 0-0 in this one.
Anthony, as you famously say, you bastard, because that's what I was going to say.
You can it might help you move up the table. You don't have to choose something. You can choose the same one.
Actually, you picked some of my scores last week, and I had to change them. So you got thank you for that.
Dompy, what did you say?
1-1.
That's what I would. Oh, this is not.
You can say I don't care. I haven't got copyright.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 1-1. Yeah.
Right, that's 50 quid you got to give Donkey.
I'm going to go 2-1 Burnley. Wolves, Newcastle. Jeff.
Oh, I'm gonna go Newcastle 3-1.
Dompy.
Newcastle against who?
Wolves at the Molineux. At Molineux.
2-1 Newcastle.
Anthony.
I'm going to go on the fence with this one, Mr. B. I'm going to go a 2-2 draw.
Wolves have been better.
Yeah,
They're getting better.
I'm going to go 3-2 Newcastle.
I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves.
Ooh, there's a winner for the week.
I think that's it. I think the European one's going to burn Newcastle.
Okay.
And Isak's not playing, in it. Isak's injured.
He's injured.
Yeah. West Ham, Everton. Jeff.
Good game.
Oh, Coming off of last week's performance and the really good showing they had midweek in Europe, I think West Ham's gonna beat them 2-0.
Oh shit, that's not my. That's Jeff's one. Don P.
2-1 West Ham.
Anthony.
2-1 West Ham.
2-1. Who's got 2-1 Dingles? So it would have been Wolves Newcastle. I think Vincent. Wolves Newcastle is the one after Brentford. Yeah. So you said 2-1. Billy?
I'm gonna go with a 1-1.
I'm actually West Ham. 2-1. I go 2-1 West Ham. I know there's a lot of 2-1s in here, but I can't see yours. Villa Luton.
Oh.
This could
You
be
know,
a mess.
I would have thought this is a really, really easy one, big score, but Luton's scoring goals every week now. 3-1 Villa.
Only 3. Don P?
Only 3. I'm looking to see. Is it a Villa Park?
Yeah.
4-1 Villa.
Anthony?
I just did it on a show before I come on here. My prediction, I'm going to stick with it. I'm going to go 5-0 Aston Villa.
Wow.
Jesus. Billy?
Flip it.
I'm gonna go with 2-1 Villa.
See, and I can see a big score.
Count
Just come off
Chocula.
Europe.
Count Chocula's got them rolling.
Yeah.
If Luton play how they played against Tottenham, that they can get a draw against Villa.
Yeah, but it's different. You play different every game, don't you? You don't.
And Luton are going to play. Luton playing away now. They were playing at home against us.
Mr. B's either going to go 3-0 or 4-0.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be. I'm gonna go 4. I think it's gonna be carnage.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think it's gonna
Could
be
be.
carnage. Brighton Fulham. Jeff.
Brighton's playing midweek ball. I'm gonna go 2-1 Brighton.
Don P.
2-0 Brighton.
Anthony.
I'm going to stick with my one I said. I'm going to go the other way. I'm going to go 2-1 Fulham.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
Away from.
You think Europe's gonna take a toll? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you've always got to put an underdog in these. I believe.
Wow. Billy.
I'm gonna go 2-0 Brighton.
All right. Well, I've seen you lot scores. I'm gonna go 3-2 Brighton. Liverpool Forest.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool is going to win 4-0.
Don P.
3-0 Liverpool.
Anthony.
2-1 Liverpool. I think Forest is going to give them a game.
2-1. Wow.
Yeah.
Billy.
I'm going to go 3-1. I agree that Forest are going to give them a game, but I also think that Liverpool will just batter them.
I mean,
I'm gonna go.
midweek. They look so good midweek.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
it was
5-0.
against Toulouse. Like, no offense.
You're going to go 5-0?
How much? Yeah, I'm going 5-0. They rested all. I know it was against Toulouse, but they didn't play near their first team. They played all of their reserves.
They played Trent.
Yeah,
Yeah, they played him right back, right mid, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Mid back, wing back.
But most of the rest of the team was made up of these. So no, I'm gonna go a big one. They've had a rest. They can smell something, so I'm going to go 5-0.
The only
And
only
finally-
downfall with them is what they got Andy Roberts out for a while, right? He's injured.
Yeah. They need another couple of injuries. It seems like we're the only team that's had injuries so far this season. Maybe I'm wrong, but bloody hell, we've had
Just
like
seems that
12.
way.
Chelsea have had
Yeah.
enough. Chelsea have had enough injuries.
Yeah, but they've got enough players.
They got a double squad.
Yeah, triple
Hey, we've
squad
got
in
about
some
3
positions.
What do we got, Mr. B?
Score for our game tomorrow at home against Radcliffe in the 2-1 to whoever's playing Radcliffe. How's that, Teddy?
All right, so
Man,
I'm going
yeah.
3-2 United. Diaz scores an own goal in the last in extra time.
You call that? Okay. Don P.
Where is it? At Etihad or Old Trafford?
Trafford.
Old Trafford.
Old Trafford. Okay, you must do something at Old Trafford. I was gonna say
Watch this 4-1. City go.
nah. I still think 2-1 City.
2-1. Okay.
Respectable.
2-1. Anthony.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Man City. I'm sorry, guys. I can be a little bit biased to Man United every now and then, but I just can't see it because they got Rodrigo's back now in the midfield, isn't he? So that strengthens up their that middle of the stem of the team. So, and Alvarez and Haaland up front, I think it's going to be a bit of a right there. So I'm going to go 3-1 Man City. Yeah.
Billy.
I'm actually going to go 2-1. No, sorry, 2-all.
2-all.
I think it's going to be 2-1 City for about 60 minutes, and then in the 90th minute, McTominay pops up out of nowhere.
Yeah,
That's
it
my
really
pick.
would have to be out of nowhere.
40 out
Eric's
again.
an assist.
That's Mr. Three-star player you're talking about now. He was praising up McTominay before he came on.
We need to stick somebody on Rodri and get him mad so he lashes out.
Where does McTominay play for Scotland?
He plays
Centre
any
forward.
he
False
plays
nines.
center back,
False
center
nine.
forward, attacking mid.
He's really the
Defensive
Rovers for
mid.
them.
See, so if he's playing more attacking in a Scotland team, right? Did your managers go, oh yeah, he's tall, let's chuck him at the back, or play him more defensive?
No, he's
No, he's
played center back for Scotland before, and he played a lot of defensive mid until McGinn got healthy, and then they put McGinn at defensive mid and put McTominay at attacking mid.
Right. Okay.
Well, look,
Then he started scoring goals.
Yeah, and he's scoring tosser. He keeps scoring. That's why he keeps keeping proper midfielders out of our team. But my score prediction, yeah, I'll go 2-2. I'll go 2-2. That means something else, but I can't.
I don't think I've ever heard you. I don't think I've ever heard you not pick us.
Yeah, I'm just not free. I won't let them surprise. I don't think we're ready yet.
Mr. B, where's that energy, man? You got to be like, yeah, United are going to go out there, 5-0 win, easy. Like, come on.
No, do you know what? I want to win this game. I want to win this challenge every week. So I'm not going to go out there and say we're going to win 5-0 because we can't. We can't. I'm not going to say we can't win, but I don't think we're ready. What was that?
Are you doing a watch along?
OMONDI's doing it. I'm at St. George's Park on Sunday. So unless they've got a big TV up there.
Yeah.
So
I seen Mr. B's watch along in the Champions League, and do you know what? Last week was absolutely perfect. What I predicted, because all it was ref.
Oh, beautiful.
I tried. You know what it is? I try, but it just goes, man. I try not to. Yeah, because he's supposed to hear. He's making the wrong decision. So yeah, I do shout ref a bit too much.
Has anybody seen our short clips on YouTube yet? They're brilliant. Mr. B clip up. They're brilliant.
They do me, man. They do me, man. But look, guys, 104. We've hit that mark. I've got all your score predictions in. I've got them on paper, which works much better for me than trying to type it up with all of this word stuff. Paper works. I fold it away and save it for next week. Jeff, as always, thank you very much, sir. Don P, I know you're happy, but thank you very much. Hopefully you'll be on next week again. Anthony, as always, my partner in Friday Night Crime. Thank you, man. And Billy, it's good that you're getting your score predictions up. Hopefully you'll get a few more wrong this week, and I'll romp it. Jeff, as much as you lost this week, you know you're more than welcome to come on tomorrow. Next week. That's what I like to. That's what I like to hear. But from me, Mr. B, we've hit that mark. Guys, be safe. I say it every week. You don't have to be here. We really do appreciate the fact that you are. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll be back Sunday for the watch along with the Monday Gma.
Big up the Rwandan Premier League.